I want to quickly talk to you about Disciple, and Disciple is actually a pretty wonderful platform. But they actually have a few things, a few pros, and a few cons. So into this conversation, I really want to dig deep. I want to give you an in-depth review of Disciple. So here's a summary I want you to really pay attention to. When you think about Disciple, I want you to think about a mixture of online community platform and also app builder. It comes with the option to brand the app and community features like content creation tools. You have text, video, and images, as well as discussion forums and Q&As. And so Disciples and member management tools are very good based on our investigation with with analytics and built-in email features. And so that's kind of cool. So basically, Disciples allows you to do a lot of things if you're trying to really solidify your relationship with your community. So Disciple empowers creators, founders, and change makers to build independent communities on a platform that they own, manage, and control. So from a revenue standpoint, this is really good. And the community management platform helps people actually build independent, valuable, and trusted communities in a very safe space they own and control across the board. And I really wanted to insist on that. I want to insist on the holistic nature of the control here. With the Disciple community platform, what happens here is that you have flexibility, you have optimization, and you also have possibilities. So you can create multiple groups to segment your audience, post content and videos, live stream, sell online courses and subscriptions, and actually you even use analytics to understand your community a lot better. And on top of that, your members can create their profiles and use that information to find friends and message each other. So that's really good. That's really good in terms of a holistic approach to community building. So we love that a lot. And one thing I want to say here is that when you think about Disciple, I want you to think about a platform that has two parts. The first part is the app that serves as the mobile meeting place for the communities. The second part is actually called the Disciple Hub, which really serves as the dashboard for the admin of the group, where the publishing of content can be controlled and analytics can actually be viewed online, and all this in a very optimized manner. So that's really cool. And we love the fact that you are able to scale over time. Really fantastic. I want to talk to you about the value added here. So when you think about Disciple, what kind of value added can you think about? Well, we have thought about actually four. There are four value added features that we really love with Disciples. First of all, you have online forum with good content options. You have branded apps with live stream and community features. You have a wonderful UX, so the user experience is really great. And you also have the ability to actually scale because this app is actually cloud-based. So that's kind of cool. So let's first talk about the online forum. So online forum, you have an online forum which really actually establishes a very safe space for members, a very optimized space where members can really discuss all kinds of topics. And you also have good content options. So that's kind of cool in terms of like from a creator standpoint, you having good content options is really good because Disciple gives you and your members different ways to create and share. And we are speaking here about all kinds of content. So we're speaking about what? Video, audio, we're speaking about images or what have you. So you have a lot of flexibility there. And you also have branded apps with live streaming and community features. So these are well functioning and generally well rated in terms of Disciples. So Disciples can actually empower you when it comes to helping you have when it comes to having a mobile optimized presence. So that's kind of cool. And also we love the user experience that you actually you have with Disciple. And so the UX is really great. You can see that the developers at Disciple have done a great job at making sure that their platform is very user friendly. Okay, and for example, live streaming happens in the apps, and that's kind of cool, and it happens very seamlessly. You don't have to have a PhD in coding or programming to really understand how to really launch a live stream. And Disciple actually is really great at when it comes to helping you form a community. So you have the ability to actually scale, and it doesn't matter if you have 5 members in your community or you have 5,000 members. Disciple has the tools and capabilities in place to actually help you make sure that you can engage with your audience in a very efficient manner. So that's kind of cool. I want to talk to you about the features here. We are still having a conversation about an in-depth review of disciples and disciple. And so what are the features you can really expect to have if you were to go with disciple? Well, you have a lot. You have social media integration. You have event management, group management, content moderation, forums, event management. You have ideation, crowdsourcing, member directory, membership management, social media management, and website management. Let me quickly go a little more granular so you have a clear idea what I'm really speaking about. First of all, it's important to really understand that this software offers several advantages through its new tools and excellent functionalities. They're constantly innovating. They're constantly coming to market with new products, with new capabilities. For instance, when I speak about social media integration within Disciple, you can actually integrate all kinds of social media, even the ones that nobody thinks about, like Reddit, for instance, right? Or even Snapchat. Because a lot of folks, when they think about social media, they think automatically about TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or what have you. But you also have Snapchat. Okay, you have a lot of so social media in the context of Disciple is a pretty comprehensive topic. Event management is really good, also in terms of helping you solidify your engagement with your community. Group management is really good, so you can have several clusters within Disciple. You can actually categorize your members in different clusters and or spaces. Sometimes they're called spaces. You have content management, so you can actually push out content the way you want it. Content that really fits your agenda, that fits your tone. It's important. And also you have content moderation tools. And the forums within Disciple are really are kind of we love the energy, we love the chemistry, we love the ability for all members to actually engage, to interact. So that's kind of cool. And crowdsourcing is also an important feature that you have within Disciple. So if, for instance, you want to really monetize your community in a crowdsourcing manner, Disciple has the tools and capabilities to kind of help you. So that's kind of cool. I want to talk to you about the differentiators here. When we think about Disciple, what are the differentiators that will position this tool this year to the top of the top? First of all, you have selling made easy, very important. So with the help of Disciple, you can start selling to your community. And the app actually helps you engage leads and guide them through your sales pipeline. For instance, you can hook prospects with content based on their interest and funnel them further down the pipeline with deals posted on targeted communities. You can generate the revenue through purchases using Apple Pay and other forms of web payment. So Google Pay also. You can also, another differentiator that we really love within the Disciple is actually the fact that you can generate more engagement. See, the whole thing is when you have an online community, you do not want to have it doesn't matter if you have 5 people or 5,000 people. The important metric to really focus on is engagement. If you have 5 super engaged members, it's just a lot better than have 5,000 lethargic, inactive, and absent members. So you want to have this sort of engagement. So Disciple actually makes communication with one's community easy and smooth. So what happens here is that you can bring your community closer together with your posts, hashtags, notifications, and other means. Don't forget to actually instill also a layer of polls within your community, because polls have this great function to actually bring people together, but also increase fun, right? You can have quizzes in a very fun manner. So that's kind of cool. And you can also encourage your members to connect and build a tighter community. And that's what you want anyway. And through Disciple, you can manage your members with ease. You can also manage member posts, send out messages to them, and moderate all comment. Okay, it's important to really moderate all comment because you want your members to actually feel safe in your community. You want your members to actually feel respected and also feel valued, right? And the cool thing also within Disciple is that you have control over the culture of your community. Not only can you manage your community with Disciple, but you can also gain insights on how your community interacts. So that's kind of cool. And Disciple is also customizable, so you can customize the app with your logos, colors, and other assets and features. With Disciple, you can really publish to your community. You can schedule and publish content using your dashboard. Moreover, you can publish any kind of content work with a video, article, photo, or sound, or any type. It really depends on what you want to do. I want to talk to you about the cost here. When we think about disciple, what kind of costs are we contemplating? So basically, here is how the price looks like as of the date of this show. So basically, you have the Grow, the Pro, and the Enterprise. So we try to really get the dollar amount here, but they were not able to give us a dollar amount. But basically, 500 pounds. That's basically $600. Okay, and 833 pounds for the Pro. You are looking at around $1,000 per year. Okay, so this amount here are actually the amount I'm saying here, $600 per month, but you have to pay annually. So the billing is actually happening annually. So you can see that Disciple is not cheap, but Disciple is really worth it because it really depends on the community you have. First of all, the Grow, you have 500 members, so you are limited to 500 members. The Pro, you are limited to 5,000 members. And the Enterprise is for companies B2B, B2C that have more than 5,000 members, and they really want to have a custom price. So for that, you have to contact Disciple, and they will give you a custom quote. Now, one thing I want to say here is that basically, it's not just about the price. You have to look at the ROI of the pricing tier that you have, right? What kind of pricing tier you have, and what kind of, most importantly, what is the scalability? In other words, one thing for sure, when you have 5,000 members versus 5 million members, I'm exaggerating here, but I mean, if hypothetically you had 5 million members, you have an economy of scale happening here because the cost will go down. The cost of Disciple will go down, okay? And also, one thing for sure, take advantage of a Disciple free trial if possible. What happens here is that they have a free trial depending on the geography. So they don't have a free trial in every country, but if they have it in your country, then you want to go. If they have it in the state, they have it in some states in this country. So if they have it, you want to take advantage of it, and if possible, you can also pay annually. When you pay annually, you get 2 months free. Okay, so that's really good. I mean, but you got to have the cash for it though. You got to have the cash to pay annually. So what is our verdict here? When you think about Disciple, what kind of strategy should you have? First of all, we think this tool is really cool. This tool is really scalable. This tool is can help you optimize your community engagement, optimize your operation in general. And the cool thing, even better here, you have devices such as Windows, Android, iPhone, iPad, Mac, web-based. They are supported. So you have support from a wide range of devices. And also in terms of deployment, you have cloud hosted, and also you have open API. So if you want your developers to actually customize your current tech stack, let's say apps in your current tech stack or software tools in your current tech stack, you want to customize that vis-a-vis Disciple, they'll actually are able to open up their API, the company's API, to your developers. But just be sure that you just know that you have to pay extra for it. So the API comes with expenses, but the language support English, okay, and the pricing model is actually quote based, especially if you have a lot of members. And one thing I want to say here is that I think, or at least our team thinks, that Disciple is worth it, not only for small businesses but also large enterprises. So Disciple, as a matter of fact, is actually suitable for all kinds of constituencies: small businesses, large enterprises, medium businesses, freelancers, solopreneurs, you name it, they'll cover you, okay? But it's all about the budget. It's all about the features that you want. It's all about the size of your community. So everything has to be driven by the size of your community. And if you have any question, you can contact Disciple via email, phone, live support, training, and also via tickets. I mean, they have all kinds of training options, all kinds of customer service options. So that's really good in terms of flexibility. We love that a lot. And one thing I want to say here is that we also love the fact that Disciple, I think I've said this before, but you are able to scale really with Disciple. So that's really fantastic. That ability to actually scale over time is really fantastic because it really gives you all kinds of possibilities. So is disciple really safe? Yes. Is disciple worth it? We think so. Is disciple actually for it's this platform for everybody? Not really, because you saw the prices, $600 per month. You have $1,000 per month. Not every community, not every entrepreneur can afford those prices, especially if they want you to really accept an annual billing process. But one thing for sure, we do recommend Disciple for startups, freelancers, small business, medium business, large enterprise, nonprofit, even nonprofit. By the way, I think this is one thing I said when I started this conversation. Nonprofit also, as long as they have the community of donors, the community of engaged members, they can also take advantage of Disciple, and that's kind of cool. Now, one thing I want to say here is that you want to make sure that you are able to monetize your community, because otherwise, it will be a lot. It will be a lot of money, a lot of cash wasted. One thing for sure, you want to three things before I leave today's conversation. I want you to really make sure that you take advantage of the free trial if available in your location, because Disciple is actually the company behind Disciple is based in the UK. So the company is called Disciple Media. So they have, as I said a little earlier, they have different pricing strategies based on certain countries. So if a free trial is available in your location, you want to take advantage of that. The free trial can be somewhere from 1 week all the way to 4 weeks. And they also have a demo in some cases. If they have a demo, you also want to take advantage of that. So that's number one. Number two, you want to look at the features that you want to have, right? Because the price actually can go up or down based on the number of features and the capabilities, as well as the API that you want Disciple to actually unlock for you. That's number two. Number three, that's really important, the number of users. The number of users will actually, number of users in the sense of the users in your company, but also the number of members in your community. Now, if you're a solopreneur, if you're by yourself and you're a creator and you want to build an online community, then the price is kind of static on your end, right? The cost is only your cost, your time, your worth, if you will. But you have to really make sure that you actually those are questions that you want to discuss with Disciple customer service before signing anything, because the quote they will give you, the quote will actually depend on those three things that I just mentioned to you, right? Number one, whether or not you want to go with a free trial, and whether or not you want to go with an annual subscription. Number two, the features you want, and number three, the number of users that you have in your company. Something to really think about. So here's the bottom line to the conversation. I spoke to you about Disciple, and I give you a summary, the value added, the features, the differentiators, the cost, our verdict, and now the bottom line. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.